What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, guys. How are you guys doing tonight? If you guys can hear me perfectly fine, can you guys go ahead and just comment in the chat right now if you guys can hear me perfectly fine? How you guys like the new mic? I decided to level up my game, right? I was using my camera mic and, sound wasn't all the way great. So I was like, let me upgrade a little bit. So I went ahead and got a newer mic. So if you guys can hear me, if you guys can do me a favor and just comment down below, let me know in the chat that you guys can hear me. Guys, we got a special live training tonight. For those of you guys watching live, you guys are in for a treat. And even for those of you guys watching the replay, you guys are also in for a treat because guess what? My lives always go up after I'm done. So no matter what, guys, you're pretty much able to take advantage of the resources. You're able to take advantage of the live, the information that I drop down here for you guys. So make sure that you guys enjoy. Now, if you guys can see me perfectly fine, let me know. Because over here on this side, it was looking a little too like the white balance or whatever was kind of off on this screen over here. But okay, it looks good. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get started with the live training, guys. Tonight is going to be exciting. Again, guys, I found a new way on how to ultimately land any location that I walk into, guys. Now, when I say any location, I literally mean any location, guys. With this method, I am going to walk you guys through step by step tonight. There's literally no strings attached. There's literally no reason for the business owner to say, I'm not interested. Literally none, guys. So again, guys, you're in for a treat. Not only that, guys, we're also going to go over how to start the ATM business, how you can start this business before the year ends. Guys, we're November 5th, right? November 5th, guys. Literally one more month or 2 months till the year is pretty much done, right? How many of you guys right now have been able to put in some work, have been putting in that work to go ahead and level up, guys, because that's what we have to do. We have to level up. We have to put in the work and ultimately break that 9 to 5, break out of the 9 to 5, right? Most of us, we're here, we're looking for passive income, we're looking for different ways to make it out of the rat race. And the only way you're going to do it, guys, is by doing what you're doing now, which is investing in yourself, taking your time and looking into different opportunities, different things that you could potentially take advantage of to better your life, to better yourself, right? Now, this brings me back to my roots back when I was working in the oil fields, guys. I was working back in the oil fields from 2018 to 2019. A good year in the oil fields, guys. And at the time I was young. I was about 20, 21 years old. And, you know, when working in the oil fields really changed my life, right? It really changed my life because it got me to understand not only how valuable your time is, but also showing me that it doesn't matter how young, how old, how strong, how healthy you are. Working a 9 to 5 for long hours and being away from the family and wearing your body down is what's gonna end up catching up and hurting you, right? So ultimately, yeah, you're making good money. Yeah, you're doing something that you like, or or might be providing for your family, guys. But at the end of the day, when you're working a 9 to 5, or you're just working a hard trade like me when I was in the oil fields, you're wearing yourself down, guys. You're wearing your body down, and at the end of the day, you're doing yourself a disservice, right? Because as you get older, guess what? You're gonna be that boring dad or that boring mom, right? You're not gonna have the energy to go out. You're not gonna be strong enough to go and do certain things, right? Why? Because oh, my back. I got tired of my back. Working 60 years, 50 years, whatever, right? And now I can't even walk, right? That's what ultimately kept going through my mind whenever I was working in the oil fields of West Texas. And at the time, at least toward the end of the, you know, of my time working in the oil fields, I got the news that I was having a newborn, right? She's 5 years old now, beautiful little girl. You guys probably see her all over my content. But I got the news that I was having a little baby, right? And again, guys, at the time, I didn't want to, like be in the situation that I'm telling you guys now, where essentially I have to, you know, be home and not want to go out with my little girls, right? Or I can't carry my little girl, or I can't go out and go have fun with her in the playground and whatnot, right? So that's what ultimately was going through my mind. So whenever I found out that I was having a little girl, I was like, man, I have to make a change. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, I mean, I talk to a lot of you guys, believe it or not, I jump on calls every day with people. And that's the same thing that they tell me is pretty much what I've gone through, right? Is them wanting more time, more freedom, wanting to spend time with their family and not have to miss out on special moments, right? And ultimately that's what my why was. That's what my motivation was to be able to start something like this. So guys, at the end of the day, I'm here to make it a lot easier for you. I'm here to make it simple. I'm here to help you guys understand the ATM business and ultimately how you guys can succeed by doing exactly what I did 5 years ago. Now, hey, the only difference here is, guys, that I did this 5 years ago. I went through the trial and error, right? Banks shut me down. I lost locations. I've walked into multiple businesses and lost the location because I wasn't pretty good with sales or I wasn't pretty good with conversations, right? I was an introvert. So, at the end of the day, guys, this is exactly why I do these lives. I want to prepare yourself. I want to prepare you so that you can do the exact same thing without having to go through the struggles that I did whenever I was up and coming, right? So, enough of me talking, guys. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of tonight's live, guys. Again, for those of you guys that are just now tuning in, guys, I am going to be going over how you can land locations, literally any location. I'm also going to be talking about how you can start your ATM business before 2025. Now, guys, remember, whenever you're starting an ATM business, guys, it might not be, it might not be easy. It might sound simple, but it might not be easy, right? There's a few things that you have to do. And for the most part, guys, setting up a bank, setting up your processing. There's a few little things that you have to make sure that you get taken care of, or you could potentially run yourself or put yourself in a bad situation, right? Which ultimately we'll go over here today. So, with that being said, guys, real quick, while you guys are watching, if you guys can do me a favor, right? Because I always ask to comment down below. Not only do I ask you guys to comment down below for, algorithm purposes, right? But also because we have a team and our team will be in the live or be watching the replay and also keeping tab of who's commenting and who's not. Why? Because we have a location team, we have we have a success team, a success manager team that looks over our comments and looks over how people are interacting with us, what questions they have, right? And then of course, the ones that are the most active within our group. And the reason why we're taking a look at it is because every once in a while we have promotions, we'll have giveaways, and you guys, trust me, guys, when you guys comment, when you guys interact with my pages, my social media, it doesn't go unnoticed. So we'll take care of you guys, right? Now, let's get into the ATM business, right? How you can land a location without the location running you off or without the location telling you no, thank you, right? Well, first and foremost, guys, I've said this a couple times in the past. And I and pretty much what I mean by this is whenever you're going into a business, you guys have to come in with the idea that you're providing a service, that you are giving them a service that's going to allow them to either save money or make money. When you're starting an ATM business, no one, I mean, guys, and I'm being straight up with you guys, no one wants an ATM, right? What people want is to save money or make money. And I mean merchants, I mean business owners, right? So therefore, if you're walking into a business and you're like, "Hey, can I install one of my ATMs inside of your location?" The business owner is going to tell you, "No, thank you, I'm busy. Come back." Or leave your business card or leave your number or leave your agreement or leave your brochure. They're going to give you the ring around, right? And at the end of the day, guys, you're losing time, you're losing location, and you're losing money at the end of the day, right? Because your ATM's not in there. So when you walk into a business, here's what you need to do to first make sure that the business even is a great location, right? Because finding a location is one thing, but finding a location that will perform is another, right? One of the ways that you guys can qualify a business is number one, when you walk into a business, first and foremost, you should have already done research. And if you haven't done research, guys, when you're looking into a location, do some research, right? You don't just go to the doctor without figuring out if he's a good doctor, right? You don't just go to an auto detailer or a car wash or a restaurant without looking at the reviews and seeing if, they're good companies, right? So, and if you do, hey, hats off to you. You're a bit more of a risk taker than me, but I don't for the most part, right? I really look into the people that I'm investing into because, guys, at the end of the day, it's you, right? It's your business, right? So when you're looking for a location, here's one of the things that I would recommend, right? Leverage Yelp. Now, most people have Yelp, believe it or not, most people use Yelp. And unfortunately, the people that comment or make reviews or create reviews for businesses, for the most part, they're not so great reviews, right? You rarely see good ones, you mainly see bad ones because at the end of the day, guys, when someone gets a bad service, they're gonna feel the need to post it online and show people of the bad service that they received. But if someone receives a good service, they're like, "Oh, that was great. We'll come back next time." You won't post it, right? But you will get, reviews where people talk about, the great customer service and the great services or food, whatever it is that you're looking into, right? So here's what you need to do: look at these reviews, guys, and obviously see if it's a great company. If it just has a bunch of bad reviews, then guys, more than likely it's a bad company, it's a bad restaurant, it's a bad location, and it might not do very well, right? Now, just because it has bad reviews don't doesn't necessarily mean that it's a total, like, it's a complete bad location. Guys, there's other things that you have to take into consideration, right? Because a business, a company may just have bad reputation, but for the most part, people still visit the location, right? So another thing that you guys have to do is look into their foot traffic. How many reviews do they have? And how many people are walking in and out of that business every single day, right? Look into their traffic, guys. Now, other ways on how you can also pretty much figure out if a business is good is number one, guys, visit the location yourself. Visit the location, whether it's a barber shop, whether it's a restaurant, right? Whether it's a nail salon, and see for yourself, what does the traffic look like? If the traffic is good, then hey, you're good to go, right? But just like my Z says, it's all about location. Location, 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 guys. It's key. Without a great location, you won't make good passive income. You won't make money. And that's what anything doesn't matter what business you're in. Even if you're in real estate, guys, location matters, right? If you find a location that's in a bad area, guess what? You're probably not going to find any tenants. No one wants to hear gunshots at 2, 3 in the morning, right? So location is key no matter what business you're in. Now, once you find the location and you figure out whether the business is good by qualifying the business, then you want to go ahead and reach out to the business owner. Now, when you reach out to the business owner, you don't want to reach out to the business owner with your personal email, right? You don't want to reach out to the business owner with Juan2savage at gmail.com, right? Guys, come on. If you're emailing a business owner, a merchant, and you're trying to partner up with them, guys, come on. You guys have to be professional. Create a new Gmail if you have to, right? Or or get your domain and then create your domain with your email so it could be professional. Juan'sATMCompany.com. Juan's at atmcompany.com or Juan's at atmbiz.com, right? Create a personal, not a personal, sorry, a business email. Now, if you guys don't want to pay for the Google Workspace to create the fancy email, hey, just do atmbiz at gmail.com. That's it. But guys, don't use your email that's Juan2savage554 at gmail.com, right? Obviously, that doesn't look professional. If the business owner sees that, they're gonna scroll past it or they're gonna delete it or throw it in their spam, right? So that's another way on how you guys can potentially put yourself in a much better situation. Most people don't think about this. Most people think that just because they send an email with a decent script that they might have got online they're gonna get their foot in the door. Guys, when they see this email and the first thing they see is your email handle and it's Juan2savage at gmail.com, guys, they're gonna shoot it away, right? So once you got the email sent out, great. That's another way. Now, whenever you're walking into the business, guys, walking in, your first presentation, right? Your look, this is the game changer. This is where the ball is in your court, right? You have to make sure that you look professional. If you're walking into a business and you got a freaking colorful shirt on and some some shorts and they're halfway down your waist and you're you're sagging or whatever, right? And you don't look professional, you don't look apart. Guess what? they're not going to trust you, right? Believe it or not, guys, business owners, they see how you look, they see how you present yourself, and that automatically sets trust level, right? If you don't dress professional, if you don't look professional, they're not gonna trust you as much as if you were to walk in with a tablet, a polo shirt, some nice slacks, nice shoes, your hair done, right? With a pin in your hand. They're gonna take you a little bit more serious. They're gonna be like, well, who the heck is this? Who's walking in through my door? What is this, the IRS? What is this? Right? They'll try to figure out who the heck you are, right? You'll pique their interest. The second that you approach them with your sales pitch, or the second that you approach them with the reason on why you're there, that's when they'll determine whether they want to entertain you or not. And this is exactly where you go in with your sales pitch. Now, one of the ways that I've been able to pretty much land almost every location that I walk into, and first and foremost, guys, I don't set appointments or I don't set up a meeting with the business owner unless I know for a fact that I can help them and that I would be able to land that location. So that's why my success rate is pretty high, right? Now, as a beginner, sometimes you don't have that how can I say, the liberty to do something like that. Sometimes as a beginner, you just want to be able to land as many locations as you can just for the sake of scaling, right? But when you're at a point like me, for example, with pretty much 30 ATMs on location now, you're a little bit more flexible. You get to determine who you want to work with, what businesses you want to work with, what areas you want to place your ATM, right? But when you walk into the business, guys, again, like I said earlier, you want to be able to establish um, a great relationship with the business owner. You want to be able to walk in, have a great conversation, compliment them. Just like I said during my last live, no one likes it better than if you were to speak about them. So if you walk in and you start talking so much great things about their business and how it's helped you out or how it tastes so good and how long you've been going there for, right? And then you walk in and you're like, "Hey, I see that you're using Square. I believe you're paying credit card processing fees by using Square. I have a barber shop that I just started helping the other day, and they were paying processing fees. They started pushing people toward my ATM, and now they were able to cut their processing fees in half. Would you like to hear more about what we have to offer?" Right? Always have a way of being able to hook them in. And the best way you're going to be able to do it, guys, is by offering them a way to save money or make money. Now, here's where it gets juicy, guys. Here's the most exciting part about it, right? Because again, most people they're just like, okay, I'll just walk in and offer an ATM. But what they don't realize is that whenever you walk into a business and you're like demanding them to work with you, or you're being too salesy about it, they're they're gonna have an instant defense up. Their defense mechanisms, right? That comes with human nature, right? They instantly get defensive the second they feel that you're selling them, right? You're selling them, or you know, they feel some type of like threat, some type of surprise, right? Human nature, right? So what you'll do, guys, is you'll walk into a business, number one, offer value, offer uh them to save money, to make money. But here's what you guys are gonna do, right? After you spoke to them, after you gave them the whole, the whole nine, what you're gonna do next is you're gonna be like, hey, what we do with our businesses is we install our ATMs for 30 days. We install our ATMs for 30 days, see how the ATM does, and while it's here, we maintain it, we take care of it, we make sure that everything's working. And if you love the service in 30 days, we'll come back, we'll visit you again, and we'll go over what the next steps look like to work with us. And if in 30 days you don't like our service, the ATM doesn't benefit you, well, guess what? I'll pull my ATM out and I'll go put it somewhere else. No big deal. Part is friends. How does that sound? And guys, when you do something like that, where you make it less of an obligation for them to want to work with you, guys, they're going to be like, okay, so I have nothing to lose if I work with you. That's right, Mr. Business Owner. We'll install the ATM, we'll fill it up, we'll provide our own Wi Fi. All we need is a small space in your business and an outlet to connect it to power. And that's it. And if it makes you feel any better, the ATM doesn't use no more than $5 a month in power. How does that sound? Okay. Well, let's give it a shot. Let's try for 30 days, guys. And if you did your job throughout the entire process, you presented yourself good, you built a good relationship, you had a great conversation with them. and they pretty much got to like you a little bit, there is no reason why I would tell you, no, I'm still not interested. I hate you. Every once in a while, you'll still deal with something like that. But for the most part, when you guys start to implement these different strategies into your sales pitch, into your prospecting, you're gonna have a lot more success when landing locations, guys, when landing deals. And guys, remember, location is key. Without a great location, you don't have an ATM business. You don't have a profitable ATM business, right? And this is exactly how you land great locations and make that passive income. Now, if you guys are enjoying the live, guys, go ahead and comment down below. Go ahead and comment down below. Drop the fire emoji. Drop a thumbs up, guys. Let me know down below in the comments that you guys are enjoying the live. Now, let's go ahead and move into the second lesson tonight because I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. Let's jump into the second lesson. The second lesson is going to be how you can start the ATM business before 2025. Guys, the ATM business, again, it's super simple. But just because it's super simple doesn't mean it's easy, right? There's a few things that you still have to do that you have to make sure that you're well aware of and you're 100% sure about it. Because any little mistake, anything that you did wrong, whether it's from forming your company, setting up your EIN, or even setting up your bank account, it can jeopardize the entire business with just one mistake. And that mistake is starting off forming your company the incorrect way, right? Forming your company the incorrect way will ultimately hurt you in the long run. Now, why do I say that? Well, guys, when you're forming your company, when you're setting up your business, guess what? This is not only going to make you a reputable company with the state, but when you're going to set up your business bank account, guess what the business is looking into? Not only are they looking into you, but they're looking into your business. What type of business do you have? How long you've been open, right? And then also they do a background check, make sure you're not a criminal trying to, launder money, which is another reason why you have to make sure that you file for your LLC the correct way. Because when it comes to setting up your LLC, guys, the ATM business is a high risk business. It's a cash only business, and banks don't like cash only businesses. So, guess what you have to do? You have to make sure that you apply for the right LLC. Now, guys, I am about to give you guys the code for the ATM business. Most people don't know about this, and they just go and apply for an ATM company or an ATM an LLC for their ATM business, and when they go set up a bank account, they get shut down or they have a hard time setting up the logistics, the legality of the business because they started off incorrectly. So, whenever you're setting up your LLC, guys, make sure you write this down. The code, the NAICS code for your ATM business is going to be 522-320. That's 522-320, guys. That is going to be the NAICS code for the ATM business. This is going to be the code that you use to pretty much categorize your business, to let the IRS know what type of business you are applying for, or the state know, right? So make sure you are applying for the right LLC. Once you set up your LLC, get ready for your EIN. Now, as you're applying for your LLC, guys, do not pay for your EIN. Make sure you go to the IRS website, which is irs.gov, and you set up your EIN for free in there. You would be able to do it completely for free. Now, once you set up your EIN, you got your company formed. It's just a matter of waiting for your LLC to arrive. The second that it arrives, you're ready to go and set up your business bank account, which is your next step. Now, guys, again, this might sound simple, but make sure you really do your homework. Make sure you really look into the legality of this because it could all be um, a bad situation for you as you move forward into this business. Once you set up your business bank account, right? Which again, you cannot go to the big three: Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Do not work with them. Work with small regional banks or credit unions. These are the type of banks that will work with you. Once you set up your account with your bank, then you're ready to start working with a processing company or a processing network or an ISO, whatever you want to call them, right? There's different names for them. But once you set up your company, guys, they're the ones that are going to facilitate your ATM transaction. They're the ones that are going to give you your login for your ATM business, portal, so that you can look over your ATMs and everything. They're the ones that are going to pretty much make sure you get paid, right? So ultimately, when you're working with a processing company, guys, you want to work with a great company. You want to work with a company that's not in it to take advantage of you. And there's a few companies out there that will do that. They will charge you processing fees. They will put you under contract, and that's ultimately what you want to avoid. You want to work with a company that would give you free processing, meaning they won't charge you anything to facilitate your ATM transactions. And also, you want to work with a company that will also give you that free unlimited processing. Unlimited meaning they won't put you under contract. They won't tie you down to them, right? Once you got the processing company set up, guys, all you need is location, right? Now, like we talked about earlier on locations and how to land locations, it's just a matter of figuring out what location you would like to place your ATM in. Using that same exact structure that I gave you guys earlier on finding location and speaking to the business owner and landing that deal, right? That's it, guys. That's ultimately how you would be able to start your ATM business before the year ends, right? You still got 2 months, which is more than enough time to be able to get started. I've helped people start their ATM business in 15 days, guys. In 15 days, they started everything from A to Z, literally installed their ATM and everything. So if I was able to help people in 15 days, there's no reason why you guys watching right now cannot set up your ATM business before the year ends, right? How many of you guys in the chat right now need the write-offs, right? How many of you guys in the chat right now need a write-off on your taxes? Well, guess what? When you start an ATM business, whether you're starting the business completely on your own or whether you're investing into a course or a program or a coach or a mentor, whatever you want to say, right? Whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter where you invest your money. If you invest your money on a business that you plan on starting, guess what? It is tax deductible. It's a write off. You can write that off on your taxes and get a tax break. Why? Because you're starting a business and you're investing your money into cash flowing assets, right? So make sure that you guys take advantage of this full system, guys. For those of you guys that are new, that are just now tuning into my group, tuning into the live trainings, if you guys are still interested in getting started and you want a little bit more information, go ahead and comment guide down below. That's GUIDE. Go ahead and comment guide down below, guys. And me or one of my team members will go ahead and reach out to you guys and send over our ATM business guide. So go ahead and comment guide down below. Again, that's GUIDE. Go ahead and comment guide down below, guys, and we'll get that sent out to you as soon as possible. But with that being said, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for tonight's live training, guys. I mean, I'm making them short and sweet. Making them short and sweet. I don't want to take an hour long like I used to because I noticed that for the most part people tend to get tired, and I mean, I understand, guys. It's 7:32 right now. 7:32 Central, right? I know for some of you guys it's 8:32. And for my people on the East Coast, it's a little earlier. But for the most part, people are getting out of work, and the last thing they want to do is sit in line for an hour, right? So, for those of you guys that are interested in getting started with your ATM business, and you would like me to help you step by step and guide you throughout this entire process and get you to financial freedom in literally less than a year, guys. Provide you all the resources that you need to get started with your ATM business before 2025 begins. Go ahead and comment down below start. That START. Go ahead and comment down below start. And here's exactly what I'm going to do for you. Number one, guys, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to set up your LLC and your EIN. Remember, guys, the company, that's the foundation to your business. That's what's important. Without the foundation, without your company, you're going to have a lot of trouble, right? Not only will I help you step by step on how to do that, I will also connect you with an ATM business friendly bank. So instead of having you running around like a headless chicken trying to figure out what bank to work with, I will send you a list of ATM business friendly banks so that you know exactly what bank to work with. On top of this, I will also connect you with my processing team, right? You would get free unlimited processing at no contract. Just like I said, guys, free unlimited processing at no contract. That's exactly what you will receive with my team. That means if you're charging $3, $4 per transaction, it doesn't matter. You are going to keep 100% of your profit. On top of this, they won't even put you under contract. So, hey, you're literally a free agent. You can do whatever you want whenever you want. You could sell your business. You could, trade your business. You could do whatever you want. It's your business. You determine what you want to do, right? On top of this, guys, For the next 3 people, because I am really I'm serious, guys. I'm serious about helping someone start before the year ends. For the next 3 people that comment start down below and also reach out to me, message me the word start if you don't want to comment down below, or if you're watching a replay, message me the word start. And for the next 3 people, I will give you one guaranteed location for free on the house if you would like to get started in pretty much, what is it, 60 days before the year ends, right? A few days. Excuse me. So if you would like to get started before 2025, guys, before New Year's, go ahead and comment start down below. And again, guys, I would walk you through step by step on how to start your business. I will provide you contracts. I will provide you sales scripts. I will provide you, templates, guides, anything you need to successfully set up your business. And on top of that, I will get my team to find you one guaranteed location on the house. And that's so that we can help you get started before the year ends. And I would love to post your content, your success on my social media. That way, everybody watching this right now can go ahead and see it in the future. So, with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for tonight's live. Again, guys, it's gonna be a pretty quick one tonight. Informative, packed with a bunch of valuable information, but quick as well. I'm not a I don't want to take too much of your time, guys. I understand some of you guys are getting out of work, some of you guys are getting ready to go to bed, others are spending time with the family. Hey, I get it. I got 2 little girls. I'm getting ready to go have some dinner with my little girls before they go to bed because my little 5-year-old, she has to go to school tomorrow. So, with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern, and what is it, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, guys. I'll see you guys. Peace.